Well, I think it's important to give Prime Minister Modi his due. He has succeeded where previous prime ministers failed in getting India's economy to overcome what seemed previously to be insuperable barriers. When I first went to India and traveled widely there, now more than 20 years ago, there was a general view that you would never really overcome the bureaucratic and political barriers that stood in India's way, that the infrastructure would somehow never get upgraded, and therefore there would never really be sustained high-level growth in India. That has been radically changed in Narendra Modi's premiership. But as I said already, there's a long way to go. And targets like 2047 are somewhat arbitrary. The key question in my mind is how far the government can work to improve those foundations of prosperity that are so indispensable. I mentioned education already. The other one is public health. Rural poverty remains a reality in significant parts of India. There are, in a sense, two Indias. The India of Bangalore or of Mumbai, which when one visits today feels like first world India, but then another India which remains rooted in a past of rural deprivation. It's a hugely difficult thing to tackle, but we know from the experience of other Asian economies that it can be done. And so I think the big challenge for India is not to reinvent the wheel, but actually just to learn best practice from other successful Asian economies. And I don't think China is necessarily the role model, because I don't think it's appropriate to copy China. Far too much power is in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party and state-owned enterprises. Better, I think, to look at some other Asian economies that have modernized as democracies. South Korea, for example, is a pretty impressive role model, and a place that I think increasingly has set a standard for how an Asian economy can economically modernize and politically thrive as a democracy. So my sense is that India still has some straightforward, low-hanging fruit to grasp. It's just a matter of a sustained effort to improve education, public health, and reduce the poverty of rural areas.